Okay, I think I hit the record button. It should be recording. So welcome. This is Math 152 and Pre-Calculus. I put you all in the same seminar. And I'm just going to go over the basics and how to navigate. So I sent everybody, I hope, the agenda. It's someplace. If not, I'll post it. But class starts tomorrow, officially. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was time management. So managing your time is the key for this course. So this is the right when I get started. Hold on one sec. I am. Okay, so you're good? Okay, bye. That was my daughter. She's in Seattle, grad school. Okay, so this is the calendar. If you click on this button at the top, you can go forward, then you go back. If you click over here, you can do more than 4 weeks. So if you want to see what's happening this whole semester. Look at that. Look at all those assignments. That's the pre-calc class. So managing your time is crucial. There are late passes. You get 15 late passes. I need to make some adjustments on that. If you use a late pass, you need to use the late pass before the deadline of the assignment. And then it'll extend the deadline 3 days. You have 15 late passes. So don't use them all up. But if you get in trouble with assignments, just contact me. You can contact me through, use MathAS. So messages up here, and then send new message and select a recipient, and there I am. And then you can subject and title it, and it'll send me a message. So I got a bunch of messages there already. This is a pre-calc class. It's a 5-credit class. So according to the catalog, 15 hours a week, right? The 152 is 3 credits, so 9 hours a week. That's the minimum you should be spending. Should I turn off the video of me? Do you like me? Do you like seeing my head, or should I shut it off? So one of the important things not to do is procrastinate. It's an online class. You can't procrastinate. The first thing you should do on the syllabus, at the bottom of it, there's really good information. So make sure you read through the whole syllabus and take the syllabus quiz. You can find the syllabus quiz. If you click on, say, Thursday, see the way that highlights? So if you click on Tuesday, right below the calendars, the assignments come up. And so right here, it says syllabus and syllabus quiz. So if you click on that, there's the syllabus, there's a calendar. You print the calendar out, and there's a syllabus quiz. Copy and paste it, right? Just copy and paste the whole thing and put it in a message and send it to me, you know, with the answers. And do the answers in a different color so I can read them. If I scroll down, this is actually orientation and syllabus assignments. So if I go back underneath the calendar, this is called a block. So there's a block that contains the syllabus. Here's a block that contains the announcements. I'm gonna post it probably later tonight, the discussion forum that you need to post. It's hidden right now, but introduce yourself to the class. Here, what you want to do is copy this and post this in the discussion and answer these two questions. So introduce yourself, share a quote, what it means to you, and then after watching the orientation video or looking at the 4 announcements, I want you to comment on 3 things that's going to help you be successful in this class. So that's the graded discussion. If you scroll down, don't scroll down. I'm going to close that. Come up here to orientation and syllabus assignments, that block. So there's, if you need Microsoft Office, you can get it for free. There's some success hints. And this is crazy, all this stuff for calculators. So calculator is a big part of the course. So if you need help with calculator, Mr. Sousa, Math is Power for You. Look at all these. These are all videos. I'm using the graphing calculator. If I go to the announcements, make sure you check this routinely. Here's what needs to be done by Thursday. And then underneath that, there's what's out there to help you be successful. Look at all this stuff. Success hints. And you can start studying for the midterm. Some hints. So there's 4 or 5. Oh, then time management. There's 5 announcements already. So check those out. So when you log into the course, or when you sign up, change user information at the top. Make sure you click on that. You can add a picture of yourself there, and just make sure these boxes are checked. What that'll do, you'll see messages like I have look at all the messages I got to deal with. And then if I post to the forum, you should get a message in here that there's a new post to the forum. So here's the forum on the left, and here's module 1. I already posted 2 things: notes, resources. And I'll be posting, this is 187 from fall. Look at 115 posts. I'll post a lot of problems in here to help you. So if you have a question, I don't answer your question. I post it in the forum and then answer it in there. But you can post questions to the forum on your own. So if I go to Thursday, here's the two assignments for Thursday. There's a video assignment and a homework assignment. So you get to them right here. But a better way to get to them, I'm going to close that right there. Scroll down, So module 1, this is the module 1 block. And there's a link right to the module 1 forum. But here's the textbook. And then here's resources. This is what I posted in the forum. Every module will have resources. And this is notes, formulas, everything you need to know for module 1. This might be a good thing to print out or make a digital copy of it. This is a PDF file. You can organize a file for this class, module 1, module 2, and put stuff in here. But these notes are really good. Underneath that is practice problems, 1.1, 1.2, and here is a key. All these are just optional resources, but there's a bunch of practice problems all worked out for you. That's really cool. So I'm still in module 1, the module 1 block. Are we allowed to use the TI Inspire CX? There's no restrictions on calculators. Except online class, please communicate with me about stuff, but the midterm and final exam are proctored. You have to use a calculator. You can't use your phone for obvious reasons, right? They can't proctor everything. On the midterm and the final, you can use your calculator, 1 note card, and that's it. For the pre-calc class, for when we get into trigonometry, you're allowed 5 note cards because there's a lot of formulas. But definitely take advantage of all the resources. While I'm talking about that is that all the tests are online. So all the homework, I guess it's a good time as any to talk about this. This is crucial. All the homework stays open. You know, you can work on any question until you get it right. So you should be able to get 100%. And then if you scroll down here, there's an optional module 1 practice test. All the problems on the optional module practice test come from the homework. See that? I love math. Write that down. That's number 1. I love math. Because you're going to send this to me, so I know you're here. Give you a grade. I love math. Okay, so where was I? Practice test. All the problems on the practice test come from the concepts covered on the homework. Here's the module test. You have 2 hours to take the module test. All the questions on the module test come from the concepts covered on the practice test. And then there's a midterm exam, right, that's proctored, but there's an optional midterm exam practice test. All the questions on the optional midterm practice test come from the module tests. And so all the questions on the midterm and the final come from the concepts covered on the optional practice test for the midterm. Whew. So here's what you should do. This is a really good hint. You should print out, don't print it out, it's like huge, probably 30 pages, something to practice midterm. Make a digital copy of it, just save it to a file. As you're working through the homework, see if there's a question that matches what's on the practice test. If there's a homework question that matches one of the concepts covered on the practice test, then make sure you spend extra time on it, really know it. Okay? I'm not going to trick you on anything. So that's huge, a huge hint right there. Okay, so if I open up 1.1, there's the, oh, let me do this. I'm gonna go to student view. I only got 10 minutes, it says. Okay, I gotta do this quick. Student view. So underneath, if you open up 1.1, it'll show the textbook section. You can go right to that textbook section and you can enter the video assignment. So if you go into the video assignment, there's 7 videos to watch here, and everything's time-stamped. So this video right here is 6 minutes.
Now we're going to review different sets of real numbers.
6 minutes and 50 seconds. So it'll record it. Everything you do in the class is time-stamped. So I can tell exactly where you've been, how long you've spent on every assignment. In other words, every click. Okay? So after you watch, don't click this until you watch it. It says I have completed this section of the mini lesson and am ready to continue. So if you want to run a marathon, okay, let's run a marathon. So what we're going to do, we're all going to meet as a group. We're going to go over the track, and we're going to sit in the bleachers with our brand new tennis shoes and watch people run around the track for 4 hours. And then maybe we'll get some videos of track meets and watch people run the track. That's not gonna make you able to run a marathon. You have to be active. So it's the same thing with math. You can't watch these videos. You have to interact with them. You know, if you want to run a marathon, you got to run. If you want to be good at math, you got to do the math. So when you see an example in the textbook, work it out. Don't just look at it. You got to be active. When you log into the course, make sure you select forced image-based display. It's so you're going to enter your username, password below that. If you don't select forced image-based display, sometimes the graphs don't show up. So if you ever don't see a graph, you might have to adjust that. You only use one late pass per test. Don't keep delaying the test. When you're in a forum, so here's, I'll post a bunch of stuff in here. If you post something, each homework question has a place where you can post the forum. I'll show you that in 1 second here. But here, if I'm going to do a post, if I say 1 divided by 2, it's going to look really messy if you start putting stuff that like x plus 1 over 2. Is that x plus 1 all over 2? You'd have to put parentheses. But watch this. If you highlight that, and then the key to the left of your number 1 key, it'll give you those 2 marks like that. It'll put stuff in really cool notation. You can get it right here too. You click on math symbols. So if you want to do a square root or a cube root, just click on that. And the n was the index. So you put a 3 there, and that'll give you the cube root. So when you're typing something, use this over here to help you. That does the same thing as the key next to the one key. Here's another word. Write that down. Number 2, truth. Number 2, truth. Let me go to a homework assignment. And then you just would click post reply. That would post it. So if I go to, let's do function notation. Assignment. So in here, right here, it says post this question to the forum. It would post that. But if you post a question to the forum, kind of explain where you got stuck, right? If you don't know, if you don't have a clue, just post it to the forum, but you should try and give some information there. I heard one person in my on-campus class said that they didn't like MathAS because sometimes it would mark things wrong because the notation was wrong. Well, before you submit any question, like down here it says submit, hit the preview button, because that'll tell you if your syntax is correct. It'll actually show it, right? So if I did 1 divided by 2, if I hit preview, it actually shows it in a better format too. And then if you click on the answer box, there's this arrow right here. That'll give you math notation. So you type in math notation. So that's the math quill. Click on the answer box and then click on that arrow. On the agenda, I have some links for you. This is the link to the MOOCs. There's Mr. Sousa. Self-study MOOCs. This is especially for the pre-calc students. You don't cover much trade, as much as you need if you're going on the calculus. So you can actually take, for free, you can sign up for these massive open online courses. I think that's what it stands for. You can work at your own pace, and it's a full course. You can start doing calculus and all this kind of stuff. If you're in the college algebra course, you may want to do the Reducing 121. You can sign up for a MOOC. But check out the links that I put in the agenda, and I'll make sure I post that. Don't use Canvas to contact me. Contact me through MathAS. There's Smart Thinking. That's one of the resources you have. There's also the lower levels of the library. You can get help. Okay, proctored testing. That's the last thing I'll talk about. Proctored testing. You can use the PC library to sign up and take it at the library, but you can take it totally online by using ProctorU. It costs like 20 bucks to use ProctorU. I'll be posting all this information. You can also take it at a different testing center. I've had students take my class in China, in Poland, Alaska. I've had them take tests at the police station, the commissioner's office. But there's a bunch of testing centers through the Rio Salado, but you're going to probably have a fee if you use any other testing center. But at Phoenix College, there's no fee. Okay. There's 2 minutes left. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Here, don't leave. Let's do one more word. There you go. Work every day on math. That's number 3. So just send me an email with those 3 words. Not 3 words, 3 statements that I did. If you didn't miss the first part, you can watch the recording and get. So there's 3 statements or whatever. So I'm gonna figure out, if you have questions, send me you can post them or just send me a email. I'll make a forum or something where you can post the questions. I gotta see where I can stop this. I don't want to lose this. There you go, stop. End meeting.